Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. Today, we're dissecting an incredibly powerful tool straight out of neuro-linguistic programming, the Wheel of Life. You know, if you've ever felt that weird paradox of checking off all your goals, doing everything right, but still feeling like your life is just completely out of alignment, well, you are definitely in the right place. Let's see how a simple circle can diagnose exactly what's missing.
Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with, is your life in balance? 2. Meet the Wheel of Life. 3. Step-by-step wheel drawing. 4. The Honesty and Balance Rule. 5. Spotting common life imbalances. And lastly, setting targeted life goals.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1. Is your life in balance?
We are all constantly juggling so many different aspects of our lives, right? Careers, relationships, health, you name it. But I want you to really ask yourself this. Are you succeeding at work but maybe failing at home? Or maybe you're in fantastic physical shape, you're at the gym every day, but your bank account is literally running on empty. We tend to hyper-focus our energy on just one area, completely neglecting another, at least until the plates start crashing down. And there's actually a fascinating psychological reason for this. We usually lean into the areas that give us clear, immediate metrics of success. Think about a promotion or a paycheck. Meanwhile, we let the less measurable things, like our relationships or our inner peace, just quietly slip away.
Moving right along to Section 2. Meet the Wheel of Life.
So how in the world do we actually measure something as abstract as balance? Well, the Wheel of Life is a core NLP tool. And if you're familiar with NLP, you know it explores the connection between our neurology, our language, and our behaviors. This tool acts as it's essentially a brutally honest mirror. It reflects your actual reality, not your aspirations, not what you wish it looked like, so you can identify exactly where your energy needs to go to get everything back on track.
Think of your life, right now, as a segmented circle, kind of like a pizza. We've got slices for career, family and love, health, finances, personal growth, and fun and recreation. Now, sure, you can customize these categories, but the fundamental truth is that they do not exist in isolation. They're all connected. If one slice is completely deflated, the structural integrity of the entire wheel just collapses.
Which brings us to Section 3, Step-by-step wheel drawing.
Okay, picture this mentally. Or, hey, grab a piece of scrap paper if you want to physically follow along. It's super simple. Step 1, just draw a circle and divide it into your chosen segments. Step 2 is the actual diagnostic part. You're going to rate your current satisfaction in each area from 0, which is the dead center, meaning completely unsatisfied, all the way out to 10 at the outer edge, meaning absolute fulfillment. And Step 3, map those scores by drawing a curved line across each slice. So if your career is a 3, just draw an arch about a third of the way out from the center. Then just repeat that for every single area.
All right, let's look at Section 4, the Honesty and Balance Rule.
Now, the mechanics of drawing this are obviously super easy, but the mindset, that is absolutely crucial. As the source material points out, and I love this quote, often people give themselves high scores and they're actually fooling themselves. You know, our ego naturally wants to protect us from the discomfort of a low score. It's human nature. But you have to ask yourself, where am I right now? Not where do I want to be? Listen, nobody else is looking at this wheel. It's just for you. If you inflate the numbers just to feel a little better today, you're literally sabotaging your chance for any real change tomorrow.
We also really need to reframe our whole idea of perfection here. The actual goal is balance, not a perfect 10 across the board. Think about a physical wheel on your car. A smooth ride requires a round wheel, right? If you boast a perfect 10 in your career and an 8 in finances, but you're sitting at a 2 in health and a 3 in family, your wheel is jagged. And trying to roll forward through life on a jagged wheel, that is a bumpy, painful, exhausting ride for sure.
Let's dive into Section 5, Spotting Common Life Imbalances.
Let's bring these abstract numbers down to earth for a second and look at real life. Take the career-obsessed persona. They have a high career score, great finances, but near zero family presence. Sure, they're providing, but they aren't actually present. Now contrast that with self-neglect. This is your classic devoted caregiver. Massive family score, they are always putting everyone else first, but their personal growth and health, completely starving. This perfectly illustrates how over-indexing in one area naturally creates a massive deficit in another. Both of these folks might get praised by society for their dedication, but under the hood, their wheels are severely out of balance, and that leads to inevitable burnout.
And finally, Section 6, Setting Targeted Life Goals.
So, how exactly do we fix a jagged wheel?
Well, that newfound clarity from your map translates directly into targeted goals. The secret sauce of NLP here is that working on one area creates this really cool natural ripple effect. Let's say your career and finances are both struggling at a 3. Improving your career naturally boosts your wealth, which, hey, then opens up resources to improve your fun and recreation slice. Everything is connected. But don't overwhelm yourself trying to fix the whole thing overnight. Focus on what the source calls a means goal, basically the smallest, most specific step you can take today that gets you closer to your ultimate end goal. Look for those easy wins.
Once you honestly map out your reality, the path forward just kind of clicks into place. You really don't have to fix everything all at once. You just have to find the one area that needs a little more air to round out your ride. So, looking closely at your own wheel today, what will be your very first step toward finding balance?